we here? Are we alive? Are you here? Am I here? Are we actually here? Is Elden Ring here? Let's get some game audio. There we go. Hello everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're on the world. Hi, Lumi here, and welcome back to more Elden Ring, where last time we finally wrapped up all of our business in the Altus Plateau, and we're here in Nokron, the Eternal City, in order to continue Ranni's questline and find that treasure that we have been told about that we need to go and get her. Before then, we're going to do some backtracking. There's 3 items that I missed that I really want to backtrack and grab. But then, yes, this stream is primarily going to focus on exploring Nokron and doing everything there is to do there. Welcome into stream, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all around. Hello to my amazing partner and wife, Moon. And hello to any lurkers, VOD watchers. Hope you're all having a good one. I am doing pretty okay, I would say. I had some technical mishaps before stream that I was a little bit frustrated over, but I got those all out of the way, and now I'm just excited to play some Elden Ring. Moon here in chat saying I have my Uma Musume dailies done, so I'm just trying to get through the rest of what I have, and either go home early or pad hours looking for things. That sounds like an idea. And you're streaking? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the 5 stream streak, Moon. Really do appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my chat window here, just making sure that everything is easily readable for me. Alright, there we go. I think that's all good. Just make sure that my VTuber model tracking's all good. And yeah, we got 3 items to quickly grab before we continue through Nokron. My vision's just like a little bit blurry right now, so if I take a little bit longer to respond to chat messages, that is most likely why. I don't know why, probably just because my eyes are tired from from being awake. I'm always EP though, so what does that mean anyway? Okay, so yes, we're here, Nokron Eternal City. We need to go back to the Altus Plateau because there's 3 items that I forgot to grab. First thing, there was the harp bow, which is around here-ish, I think? Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid, Lansy. I really do appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. Coming in for a landing! Thank you so much for raiding in. Let me quickly get you the shout-outs real quick. Hope you had a wonderful time. Oh, no, Moon beat me to them. There we go. Space Engineers. Yes, I hope you had a wonderful time with Space Engineers. Thank you so much for raiding in. If you're not following Lansy already, you can do so with the link in chat and also the follow button at the top of chat. She does a bunch of variety content, including a whole bunch of tabletop RPGs, streams them, I should say, and Space Engineers, and Minecraft, whole bunch of really cool games. So yes, do check her out. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for raiding in. And I do hope you had a wonderful time with your stream. If you gotta run off now, if you gotta raid and run, that is totally understandable. It's getting late in a lot of time zones. You might be exhausted after a big long stream. Typically, I'm exhausted after a stream, so please take care of yourself. No pressure to stick around if you need to be sleeping or, you know, doing anything else. Thank you so much for raiding in. Just in case you're new here, quick intro. Hi, I'm Lumi. I'm a Hot Late Night VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven games, but I dabble in a bunch of other variety content as well. And we are here with a first-time blind 100% playthrough of Elden Ring. And you might be wondering, how are you getting 100% on a first playthrough? Well, I'm referring to spoiler-free guides, that's why. And we are actually exploring Nokron, the underground Eternal City today, as part of Ranni's questline. But before then, we are actually about to go backtrack to the Altus Plateau because there were 3 items that I missed that I wanted to pick up. You don't have to pick up every single item for 100% completion, but damn if I'm going to try and do that. Lindsay says, I made the tabletop RPG I'm streaming currently. Yes, you did! You do a bunch of homebrew stuff with D&D 5th edition as well, so please do check her out. Thank you so much for raiding in. Yeah, so there was a heartbow around here. There's a larval tier here. And I believe there is a helmet here. So I'm just marking all those spots. And we're gonna go and quickly grab all of those. And then we'll actually go to Nokron. I mean, no, we are in Nokron. We will explore Nokron properly then. Should probably looked up the exact spot for the harp bow. Although maybe this message here provides some insight. We'll see. Something incredible ahead. So we're heading towards marker 2, I think. It was around the area where we fought the ancient dragon Lanciax and defeated her. Like around that kind of arena. I don't actually know if it's in chests or anything, I just know that I missed something. And that makes me upset. Now let's just take a look around and see if we can find it. If not, then I'll just quickly pull up a map and see where exactly where it is. Am I going to actually use the heart bow? No, of course not. But hey, I want to read its item description. And I don't want to go to a wiki to do that. A lot more fun if, you know, I find it and do it that way. Besides, if I know where it's located, then on future playthroughs, if I want to find it, then I'll probably remember. I don't believe it, but it's like a dream. Yeah, jellyfish friend. Yeah, I think around like here-ish. Maybe I'll look up the exact spot. You know what? Just to save us all some time here, I'm gonna do just that. Let me pull up this map here, and I'm gonna go all the way over to the Altus Plateau. Here it is, Heartbow. By a cliff overlooking the road, interact with the sitting goat. Oh, I see, it's from a painting. Oh, okay, we did get the painting, actually, so yes, we can go and get that. Alright, yes. Well, I did want to get that painting stuff, so let's do that. So, should be, like, here-ish then, right? Because I do remember the painting actually did depict the ancient hero tomb, and I was like, oh, okay. I have to find out a way to get over to the exact spot that I need to. And well, now I know. I just had to go up this cliffside. It should be around here. There we go, there's the painting. Heartbow. Let's take a look at it. Actually, no, let's get the remaining items and then we can look at item descriptions. How about that? That sounds like a deal. For your patience, you get Lumi reads you Elden Ring lore ASMR. So for our next item, it is a larval tier, or a silver tier if you want to call it that, which you typically find from enemies that transform. Because, you know, that's the whole power of the silver tiers, is that they can transform. Which probably, now that I think about it, explains why this game doesn't really have mimic chests, because it's like, we have mimic enemies now. So yes, it should be around here somewhere, and one of these enemies is just going to transform into something, and we'll bonk them, we'll get a larval tier, and we'll move on to get the helmet. Which the helmet I'm actually quite excited for. Am I going to use the helmet? No, but I'm excited to read its item description after seeing what it was. Strong foe head, exactly. You've been warned. We'll just buff up our weapon. Likely monster. Look around for... Where is this creature? What is this creature? Oh, there's an item I missed here. Smithing stone, nice. That's not what I was looking for. Seek love. Could just be an enemy around here. We'll bonk them, and then they'll transform. This might be another case of... Oh, hang on, there we go. There you are. See, it's actually a lion. Giant Hunt is very good. There we go. And there is another larval tier for us. If I ever wanted to respec, which I'm not going to, but if I ever wanted to... Alright, and then for this last item, what we need to do is we need to go to this bridge here that has Gold Mask and Corin on it, and then just continue along the bridge by jumping along. So the fastest way of getting to that side of the bridge would be from here. Oh, actually, wait. No, it's up there. Oopsies. Well, let's just go from... No, I'll take the same grace again. I'll fast travel like, you know, 1-2 centimeters. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we've already exhausted Corin and Goldmask's dialogue, so we don't need to talk to them again. But we do need to go over here. Oh, wait, I see. We get over there from here. So actually, we want to backtrack a little bit. We want to go around. That makes a lot more sense. I do very much enjoy playing Souls games like a collectathon. I have a habit of always wanting to pick up every single item on subsequent playthroughs. Elden Ring might be the first game where I make that exception for, though. Like, I feel like on future Elden Ring playthroughs, I will only just grab what I want. Now, I say this, but I can imagine myself in, like, you know, whenever we finish this game in, like, 50 years' time, being like, oh, time to do my second Elden Ring playthrough. I can't wait to pick up every single item again. And just bonk these soldiers along the way, because why not? Alright. Do we need a torrent jump to get over here? We do not. There we go. And over here. Those stimulated boluses, that is not what I was after. Could be... Oh god. Wait, where's the item? Oh, there it is. Aha! I see. Radiant Gold Mask. See, that's why I was excited to get that, because that's, well, Gold Mask's Gold Mask. So let's fast travel back to Nokron now. And we'll take a look at all of those item descriptions. And we'll just start in the order of acquisition from most recently acquired to last. So starting with the Radiant Gold Mask. A mask designed to resemble a blazing golden halo. Created and left behind by Lord Goldmask, a staunch pursuer of Golden Order fundamentalism, strengthens Golden Order incantations. Its striking design represents both the brilliant inspiration that once shone upon him and the vision of a ring that he will surely find at the end of his pursuit. To you who seek to shine as I do, wear it well. So, yeah, I mean, if you really want to specialize in Golden Order incantations, then this seems to be a pretty nice helmet to throw on. And I really like that item description as well. It just reads very nicely. And, of course, because I just started streaming, my brain is kind of low energy mode at the moment, so I need to quickly reread this like 10 times for my brain to actually process the information. So don't mind me, I'm gonna be silent for a bit while my brain processes this. Alright, there we go. I have downloaded the information into my brain. Alright, and then Harpbow was the only other one that we needed to read. Harpbow. Bow fashioned from a minstrel's harp. Sonorous tones still resound when firing arrows. Troubadours sing tales of champions, both in the honorable service of the Erdtree and the one who spurns honor for blasphemy. Yeah, it's the Cat Jambo. Hi, Blair. It's lovely to see you around. The skill is Barrage, which I don't think we've seen this before, so I will read it. Archer skill using a bow held horizontally. Ready the bow, then fire a rapid succession of shots faster than the eye can see. It has very low stat requirements because, well, you know, it's literally a harp. And at base, it's got E and, yeah, E scaling in both strength and dex. I mean, I like it. It's cool. I'm glad to have this. Alright. Wait a minute. Sorry, I just need to think about this item description again. Honorable service of the Erdtree, and the one who spurns honor for blasphemy. Who's that? Who's that troubadour, huh? Alright. Let me quickly sit down at this grace, because I do want to give you a shout out, Blair, and then we will actually start exploring Nokron properly. We're here. Cool underground city. It's always lovely to have you around, Blair. Yeah, sorry, like, I've been up all day, it's just I'm feeling kind of tired now, so my brain needs, like, extra time to internalize information when I read it. All part of being disabled, Your Honor. We love invisible disabilities. That is sarcasm. But, like, reading out loud on stream does help me with processing information a lot easier. Alright. Time for dung. I've been promised dung. Let's do this. Here we go, Nokron Eternal City. Of course, we gotta pick up materials around here. These enemies here, if I check the Ghost Flame Torch description again... Yeah, these were the slaves that were sent down to Nokron, and then they started burning each other's bones. in order to still, like, have light and keep exploring, so that's kind of fucked up. Oh, Ghost Glovewort Pickler's Bell Bearing 1. Hell yeah. Or Pickers, sorry. Oh my gosh, they've got a great shield. There we go. Right Finger's Butthole, oh my goodness. Original today, aren't we? Or daring today, aren't we, with the jokes? I think we could just use Giant Hunt to... No, damn, that doesn't get through. Got jump attack. No? Like, you can't hit over it? Oh well, it's backstab time. Ooh, Spirit Flame Arrow. Alright, let's take a look at... Actually, no. No, yes, we will take a look at our item descriptions. I've decided we're taking a break here to look at them. Spirit Flame Arrow. Arrow set alight with Ghost Flame before firing. Deals magic damage while also afflicting foes with frost. Used by the Company of the Fallen Hawk. Once ordered to explore the Eternal City. And then the Ghost Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing. The bell bearing of a forager who once picked Ghost Glovewort flowers. Offer to the Twin Maiden husks at the Round Table hold to gain access to the following items. Ghost Glovewort 1, 2, and 3 respectively. And also welcome in Isaac Onzu, it's lovely to see you around, so hope you're doing alright. Yeah! Lore reading, my favorite. I would just want to look at the item description of the Silver Tear Husk again, because, like, this is really interesting stuff. Hardened husk, shed by a formless life form, known as the Silver Tear, found in and around the Eternal City. Material used for crafting items. The Silver Tear makes mockery of life, reborn again and again into imitation. Perhaps one day it will be reborn a lord. Interesting. But we're here in Nokron. Very, very pretty place. Thank you for doing shoutouts, Blair. We're gonna take things extra nice and slow tonight, just because I am feeling a bit tired. I want to go home and then edge. Okay, that was funny the first time I, like, saw people making that joke when the Elden Ring DLC came out. I feel like that's kind of old now. Like a year-old joke. Sweepy Eepy, that's me! Smithing Stone 3. Yeah, if anything, it's just because I'm a little bit extra sleepy, takes me a little bit longer to process information and, like, respond to chat. From the fence, beating a dead horse? Never. The Tri-Finger Butthole, ha ha ha, we've been making the same joke for over a decade. So many materials here, I gotta hoard them all. We could go this way or we could go this. There's so many buffs to take, it's cool. I like it. It's also scary. I gotta figure out a better way of dealing with these great shields other than just run around. Because Giant Hunt doesn't... Oh, nice, another larval tier. Giant Hunt doesn't pierce their guard. Try Lightning Spear again? I don't know. Hey Saruka, hey Violet, it's lovely to see you all around. Yes, I'm sleepy and lost always. And thank you so much for stopping by. Jump attacking, charge attacking works on shield guys, I think. Yeah! Just these ones are using great shields. And jump attacking wasn't super effective at guard breaking. So I'm just like, okay, I can just run around them and backstab. That's an option. Or I could, like, use a weapon skill that's specifically designed for guard breaking. Just run around them too, yeah. That's your most powerful tool in modern Souls games is mobility. Fort Light! There's so many silver tier husks to gather around these parts. Great Shield Soldier Ashes, well, I can weaponize them for my own. Some smithing stones. Boys appreciated. The best boys are in town. Let's take a look at the item description since we got a moment. Great Shield Soldier Ashes. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon 5 Great Shield Soldier spirits. Spirits of Great Shield Soldiers who belonged to the Fallen Hawks, a band of soldiers that once explored the Eternal City. Stout defenders with a steady guard. Though their methods are somewhat crude, they work well as a squadron, and will attract the attention of enemies or lob Ghost Flame from the rear guard. Bloodhound Step, my beloved. Why was I a mech pilot at 5 years old? Oh my goodness, yeah, Blair's saying here, these Sirocco voted the galaxy's best mech pilot who's got something going on with the commander behind closed door, 1998? Oh my goodness, it's true! So thank you for doing all the... Oh yeah, 1998 on the galactic calendar, exactly. Thank you for doing all the shoutouts, Blair. I really, really do appreciate it. Welcome in, Melissa. It's lovely to see you around as well. Hope you're doing alright. Can I actually summon these? 74 FP, yes I can. I do have enough FP to use them. The only Spirit Ashes I've used thus far are just the funny skeletons. And I guess the wolves, I've used them once. But I mean, this seems pretty decent. This seems pretty cool. But also, like, they say the Fallen Hawks were soldiers, and then, like, you go to the item description of the Inverted Hawk Eater Shield. The Inverted Hawk is the emblem of a company of slaves ordered to explore the Eternal City. Like, huh. Yeah. Quote-unquote soldiers. Yeah, soldiers. What's the difference? Alright. Yeah, they were definitely underpaid. Wait, you guys are getting paid? Alright, you know me, I'm gonna look at every single nook and cranny to make sure that I don't miss a single thing. But we've checked all the way over there. We can go this way, or there's that other building over there, which... Yeah, this looks like main progression, so let's avoid that and go this way. Gosh, I miss Torrent. Unfortunately, we cannot use our horse here. No horse ahead. Don't you dare! I can squeeze through the door. Thank you for the 5-stream streak as well, Violet. Enjoy the channel points. I'm glad that my channel has that feature now. Yeah, you know me, I gotta pick up every single crafting item so that I max out on them in my inventory. I really am just going full completionist mindset with this playthrough. Although technically there are like route splits in certain NPC quest lines, and you can't see the other side of them unless you make another save file, so... Oh. Okay, so we could just hit that shield, or we could just run around and backstab. It's just that easy. Oh, there you are. It's so dark around here. Pathetic sword head, therefore still no horseback battle. Necessary item ahead? I mean, I did get the nascent butterfly, so I think that was the main thing to get. Since those are considered rare. Just see, wow, these soldiers have the inverted hawk shields. Could this be a mushroom? The many mushrooms ahead. Blair says, just realized tomorrow's my 3-year follow anniversary. Aww, that's awesome. I can't believe I've been streaming that long. Thank you for being along the ride as well. I know it's been hard with the new time zones and all, but it's always lovely to see you around and talk to you, just on and off stream in general. And of course, thank you for moderating my channel for so long. Yeah, soldiers. We one item description calls them soldiers, but then yeah, the shield is like, yeah, no, they're just slaves, or just view ahead. Liar head. Let me guess, hidden wall? No, I can't believe it's not a hidden wall. That's my favorite TV show. Behold underground. We're here. Strong foe ahead. Really, a boss already? Right, and then behind. Firstly, I mean, a silver tier husk is nice. Some golden runes are nice. Of course, all the crafting materials are nice. Whose hidden wall is it anyway? Or instead of the price is right, the hidden wall is right. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's a silver tier. And that is a Nox warrior, I believe. Which, hopefully they drop armor so we can get some lore about them. That's one of my least favorite things about uncovering Souls lore, is like, if you want to know the specific lore of an enemy, you need to pray that you get drops of like their armor set or their weapon to read the item description. Like, it's not guaranteed that you'll get it. Very gorgeous view ahead. Thank you for the patties as well, Violet. Been asked to know a better friend and streamer at night. Aw, thank you. You're sweet. What's not sweet is apparently this promised surprise attack ahead. But I think I already lured out the enemies because I was moving so slowly. Gold stars. Gorgeous view ahead. So Radon was basically trying to protect the lands between from this. Which, I mean, fuck you, Radon, hoarding that gorgeous view all for yourself. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm sure that we're gonna uncover some monstrosities here. Be wary of trap. Okay, so we go here and then walk back. Yep. Nice, another larval tier. If I really wanted to respec my character, then... got so many larval tiers. No, but the build remains the same. I've been promised an item ahead. Oh, it's a nascent butterfly. Very nice to get those. Just because of their sheer rarity. Okay, I think that's everything. So I guess we go through the... They're called mist gates now. They're not fog doors anymore. But wait, I'm told no strong foe ahead. Jobber boss ahead? Be wary of Mimicry. Okay. Like a mimic boss? Or down and then behind. Okay. Like here and then... Oh! Thank you, kind message. So this is why I like online play, because whenever there's not incredibly repetitive sex jokes, there's actually incredibly handy pointers. Because I don't think I would have noticed that unless I turned my camera around after dropping down here. Have the messages, places on the ground by other players fit into the lore, if there is any? Not really. There was lore for it that kind of made sense in Dark Souls, where it's like, you're writing messages to communicate. There is lore? I mean, there's an item description for it, I guess. Where is that? Where's the multiplayer menu? Where's the one where you write messages with? That's a gold sign. No. Isn't there like a key item that explains it a little bit? I mean, in Dark Souls, it was that, like, time is convoluted in the world, and that's why, like, multiple timelines are phasing in and out, and that explains why you can, like, be summoned to other worlds, and, like, you see the phantoms of other players from time to time. I would assume it's the exact same kind of logic there. Because the item descriptions for the multiplayer items don't actually explain anything lore-wise. They just explain the functionality. Oh wait, actually no, I think I have to go to the tab that actually has the multiplayer stuff to read the lore on it. But I mean, that is a good question. If there's an item description that, like, I completely skipped over that explained it, then, you know, people are more than welcome to be like, Lumi, you missed this. I guess the multiplayer items just count as consumables, so it'd be here. And this tab somewhere. Just have to keep scrolling. Oh, there we go. No, this does not explain any lore. It's just the functionality. Oh, actually, no, okay, yeah, there's a bit of lore in this one. Yes. This here. The tarnished furled finger. A finger of corpse wax furled like a hook. It is a relic for those that came before, left to help those who would come after. So yes. Specifically, you're using these relics to help other tarnished in different timelines and different universes. So, pretty cool. And yeah, fingers are like magic in Elden Ring, because you have the 2 fingers and then the 3 fingers. We're like deities, essentially. Necessary item. Yes. I got the necessary item. What does this one say? Be wary of tarnished. Actually, I should buff up. Oh shit, that's me! Oh, that's me! You fucker, you're using my loadout against me. The only one who can defeat— oh, holy shit! My mimic is an ore farmer. She's literally me. She's literally me. Holy fuck. I think my mimic is better at Elden Ring than I am. Come at me. Yeah, fuck you. Oh my god, yeah. I can't get my parries off. Elden Ring combat's too fast for me. Oh god, you can't parry jump attacks, can you? I wish you could. Well, oh, you can heal? Damn, I was about to say, thankfully my Mimic can't heal. Backstab? Yep, there we go. No, you're out of flasks. No more. I tried to parry it. I aura farmed too close to the sun. But I'm not dead yet. Come on, I want to flex on you. I need to flex on my Mimic. It's not about winning anymore. It's about aura farming. I cannot react. The swings are too fast. There we go. Guard counter's still cool. And there we go. We get the 2 larval tears and a silver tear mask. There we go. Is there a grace here? Yes, there is. Thank goodness. Oh! Could this be a fingers? Try right, and then you go over to the right side, and then it says try left. It's classic Souls joke. Nope, lover. I guess there's like an NPC who maybe shows up here or something, because I don't have the context for those messages. There you go, that is the Mimic Tier boss completed. Of course, the only boss that could truly prove a challenge to me is myself. There's a metaphor in that. Something. Violet says I'll probably never understand when lacking lore. I just go with the Dark Souls explanation of like time is convoluted. Timelines are phasing in and out, that's why you can see other players and whatnot. So there's just phantoms and all that. It's cool. It's just there to give context for online play. Mimic's just better at parrying. Moon says that she parried her own Mimic to death here. And then looking at the 2 Lumis like, ooh. Moon says I have 2 halls for a reason. So true. I'm very much into that idea. Anyway, let's take a look at what we actually got from this. The Silver Tier Mask. Mask fashioned from the corpse of a formless silver tear, supported by its hardened shed husk. Greatly increase arcane to the detriment of physical attack power. To imitate the imitator is a cunning play indeed. I love these item descriptions. There's just so much personality to them. It's true. Flex on the intimidator. Sorry, imitator, sorry, not intimidator. Although the silver tears are pretty intimidating. And then says, we are back going out and venturing to gather 20 or so silver tears. Very cute. And to imitate the imitators, a cunning play indeed. Well, my arcane stat is shit, so if I really wanted to bump it up without leveling it, then that's an option. But I'm not really leveling arcane, to be fair. I don't like League of Legends. That's a joke. My horse then praise the message. Oh! Oh my gosh! I can use torrent! Time for horseback battle. Yeah! I missed you so much, torrent! Like that time where I couldn't use torrent for like 30 minutes? That was horrendous. I missed my horse. My horse and then running, yeah! That not really? Cause like... There's a scarab? Oh wait, scarab's right there. I'm silly. No, don't leave me! Stay with me! Nice, somber smithing stone. Yeah, so we explored everything below us there in a previous stream, which is really cool because, yeah, you explore Seofer River and you see Nokron above you the entire time, and it's like both Blythe and the player are frustrated because it's like, oh my god, Nokron is literally right in front of us and we can't get there. But now, the view from up top, pretty nice. Really like this area's design as a whole. Well, if there's player messages here, they might actually mention items. Or left. Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you. Bug! That's a bird. That's okay. My Tarnished probably doesn't know the difference. Okay, no, my Tarnished isn't that dumb. She's just not smart enough to comprehend sorcery at all. Cannot use a single sorcery to save her life. First off, precious item, yes. I don't actually know what the nascent butterflies are for. I mean, I know they're a crafting item, but I don't know what exactly you make with them. I don't mind being told if it's, like, not a major spoiler. Like, oh, you can make, like, you can make the cool killer sword of death or something. I don't know. Samurai head. Whoa. Really? Are you a samurai? Yeah, that's a samurai. I'm not lost, I'm just paying attention. Trying to scour every single centimeter of this bridge. Inspect stars, but underground? I know, it doesn't make sense. This game isn't very realistic. The world's not meant to be this pretty. Where's the piss filter? Right, and then behold flower. Okay. Yay! I like flowers. I've been promised an item ahead. Dwelling arrow, nice. Anything else? Doesn't really seem like it. Taking in every inch is their specialty. Oh my goodness, Moon. You tease. But yes, it's true. Looks like I could actually drop down to there, but there's no point. There is I did see a drop down with, like, that NPC ghost, though. No item ahead. No item ahead. I'm still gonna go ahead. And then I can say, oh, I've been to the end of this bridge, and I can confirm with my very own eyes, there's no item. Oh, don't you dare. Got really excited idea of two of my life. I need to calm it down. You can focus on Elden Ring. It's okay. Hey, I'm excited at the thought of a second me. I think that'd be awesome. But remember, kids, if you're into self-cest, go fuck yourself. Literally. And I don't actually mean to address that to children, because this is an 18+ stream. So scram! Lord of Blood, your eminence. I beg you, grant me a seat at the table of the dynasty. Long live the Mogwin dynasty. Long live the Mogwin dynasty! We actually do have an item that lets us teleport directly to... Or so it's not Mogwin, it's Mogwin, right? Yeah, because his name's like, it's shortened to Moog. But yeah, I do actually have an item that teleports me to Moog. But Vare, the NPC, and also the item description literally say, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. You probably shouldn't do that. From what I understand, Moog is like a late game boss. But I guess this NPC, I guess the dynasty's like all the way over there? Probably, that would explain why the ghost is here. So yeah, shoutouts to Elden Ring having unvoiced NPCs, so I get to be a Saul's NPC. Mug moment. There's definitely an item down here. I can tell my item sensors are going off. There's birds. Birds are nice, but not what I'm looking for. Right. Let's see. Talisman ahead. Likely think carefully. Okay. Just drop here. No! I knew that the first death of stream was gonna be falling. I knew it. I die more to falling than the actual fight. Oh. I have to go and get my runes back now. Gravy strikes again. Damn you, Gravy. Death command. That brings back memories. I kind of regret playing Dark Souls Remastered fully blind with no spoilers and backseating, because holy shit, that was, like... I mean, I really loved it, but god, that was more miserable than it needed to be. Because it's still in that era of Souls where From Software was like, yeah, what if we just made certain things like shit? What if we just made divine weapons shit? And have them do, like, no damage? Good times, good times. Right. Oh no, I'm gonna die here. No, no, I lived. Here! Ta-da! Right here! I love the enthusiasm of the exclamation point. Like, try here, come on! It'll be great! Great! I'll grab my stuff! Moon says, that mod I've been looking forward to reworks infusions to function more like they do in 2 within reason. Yeah. But the problem is just like... At least I can say for Dark Souls 1 definitively, because I have the most hours in that. Like, infusions suck in Dark Souls 1. They are niche at best. But then, of course, they've gotten better as the games have gone on. Seek down. Okay. Okie dokie. Or down. Which down? That down or this down? I guess we'll try this down. Let's just roll off. I feel safer if I roll off. Go. Clarifying Horn Charm +1. Nice. And Celestial Dew, nice. And Smithing Stone 2. Which I'm pretty happy to have, actually. Because I need some lower tier smithing stones for my Nagakiba. So I can actually get it to a level where it's actually worth using over my greatsword at the moment. Can I? Yes, I can use Torrent. Okay. Just checking so that I don't, like, spend the entire time running around when I could be on horseback. Curious about all these messages, though. Jumping required ahead. Yeah. What a great idea. Oh wait, actually, they're not joking. There is actually something down there. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. No item wait. Oppo ho- Did I just get sent all the way back? Are you fucking kidding me? I only had a spirit spring. Bruh. I've been here before. I've been this exact spot before. Oh no. I just got tricked into backtracking to Seofa River. Unless I can, like, get around here somehow. No, I'm gonna have to go back. I'm scared. I'm gonna have to go back on a horseback, but I need to fast travel back. Yeah. I gotta go back. Okay. Oh god, this is messing me up. Okay, so Grace tier... Grace tier? Mimic tier Grace. Let's read these item descriptions and then I'll take a quick stretch and hydrate break. I clearly need it. Starting with... In fact, no, this is the only item description we need to read. The Clarifying Horn Charm. An accoutrement... oh my goodness, I cannot read either. An accoutrement worn by the ancestral followers. Greatly raises focus. Focus governs resistance to sleep and madness. Said to be a budding horn, the ancestral followers believe that the horns of a long-lived beast continue to bud like antlers over and over again until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. So I think we already had a clarifying horn charm, but if we didn't, then yeah, this is just a +1, so it's better. If we're facing like a madness boss or like a sleep-related boss, then this is the go-to talisman to use. Alright. So let me sit down at this Grace here. I'm gonna go for a little stretch and hydrate break. I will see you all after the break, and we will continue exploring more of Nokron in a couple minutes. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Grab yourselves a snack and drink if you can / want to. Say hi to Maxwell for me, and I'll be back in a little bit. See you then. Alright, and I am back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. It is always appreciated. Alright, let's continue exploring now, and hopefully this time I won't accidentally drop down to the lower part of Nokron and thus end up in Seofer River instead. Alright. Thank you for the patties, Blair. Oh, right. You can't use Torrent until you've crossed here. And then we can use Torrent. Great, so this time we actually want to head and explore this forest area with the ancestral followers. Another nascent butterfly? They're just handing them out like candy. Sorry, we don't say candy in Australia, we say lollies. But that also has... It sounds the same as fucking lollies, like anime. But feels weird. Oh, you want some lollies, mate? Is this an actual map here? Oh no, it's the same gimmick of lighting the flames here. Yeah, no. So that's why I would rather say candy, even if it is like American, because it's cursed to say otherwise. Did I actually get everything from this way? I don't think I think there was something else I missed from along this path, so I do kind of want to tread it again real quick. What do you mean the torrent's too wide? I should have made torrent wider. Yeah, because I didn't explore the other path along here, I just kind of did the drop down that was pointless. I'm almost tempted to go and put a message there saying like pointless ahead. And to get people to not waste their time like that. Let's see, this is where you can go instead. Yeah, you can drop down there, but that leads to nothing. Oh wait, let me turn on my lantern. I'm sure there's gonna be like a random item just like along here at the end. Be like, great, oh my god! A random collectible I'll never use. Seek left, yep. I know a smithing stone, I will actually use that. Oh no. Gorgeous view ahead. Plump sword ahead. Praise the monarch. Yeah, I'm guessing they're referring to Moog. Means that he's down here. I guess that's everything. Alright, well, now we kind of do have to fast travel back. That was worth the trip just for the smithing stone, though. I'm not actually kidding about that. More smithing stones means that I can upgrade more weapons, means I can be a little bit more flexible, because normally in Souls games I just have a habit of like finding one weapon I like and then theming the whole playthrough around it. But Elden Ring has been one of the games where I've actually been using multiple different weapons. Right now, our current loadout is just the nice heavy great sword and heavy Nagakiba. And I'm happy with that loadout. Oh my god, right. Keep forgetting. Have to go over here, and then I can do it. I could jump onto the buildings if I wanted to. Terrible idea, don't do that. Okay, for real, we're exploring now. I'm not looking over there anymore. Giant Hunt is so good. It low profiles, it has armor on it, kind of. Does a ton of piercing damage. It's good. I'm very, very happy that I got recommended to use it. There's another one of these that we can light over here. There was the same gimmick down, like, in the lower half of this place. We're doing it again. The real ones know that they did this gimmick first in Dark Souls 3. I'm not gonna hurt the deer. Ow! I'm gonna hurt these ancestral followers, though. Generally, my motto is, if, you know, they are aggressive, then I kill them. And if they're not, then I leave them alone. Unless they need to be killed for, like, a specific reason, like an item or something. Oh my gosh, they have the RGB horns. There we go. I'm thinking of potentially replacing the weapon skill on the Great Sword with the Lightning Slash, just to be, like, a little bit more in theme with the Lanedale Knights. Because their specialty is, like, lightning. I do have, Electrify Armament, which does count. The Lightning Strike would be cool to use. At Lumi Eternal Cutie. Oh, it rhymes, so it's true. Hey V, thank you so much for the kind words. Hope you're doing alright. Oh no. I hear singing. Generally, when you hear singing in the Souls game, that's a bad thing. Alright, let's jump up here. You cut that out. Never mind. I guess I'll be the one cutting it out. Save me lightning spear. There we go. Just run behind, get out backstabs, and we're gaming. It'd probably one-shot if I was two-handing, but I feel safer when I'm one-handing and I have my shield ready. Hey too, peed in the pot. Hope you're doing alright. Such intimidating thing as a defense mechanism. And hello Looney, it's lovely to see you around as well. Hope everyone's doing alright. It's lovely to see you all around. The whole gang's here. Ah, magic. We're here in Nokron. We're doing Nokron finally. First off left and then Grace ahead. Left! I've been promised to Grace. I will go to that Grace once I'm done here. I gotta find everything. There's a bunch of Trina's lilies around here. I'd like to collect all those, and there's a bunch of items on these bodies. Gold tinged excrement, just what I wanted. As stars in the underground, though we are high. I think we should be. No, are we high? I don't know. I still don't quite know the lore of Nokron. That's kind of what we're here to uncover, is why exactly it's in the state that it is. Because it's pretty, that's also reason enough. That is chill. Part of me thinks that it's... I mean... it seems pretty obvious that it's like an ancient civilization, so... maybe it's more of a case of like the land above is actually really high up? Probably those lightning balls. Oh my god, that's a... wait, that's a red wolf there. Damn. Radigan, how many wolves did you have? Thing required ahead. Behold, old codger! Or could this be a lover? Oh yeah, we were down there before, I think. Or no, we weren't. We weren't. There's a bunch of, like, bodies coming out of that building. It's disturbing. Actually, also, I just came to a thought. Wasn't there an item description mentioning that, like, the night sky here is, like, false? It's like a false moon, or, like, a false night sky? I'm pretty sure it's just that. As Moon says there. Yeah, ancient cities where magic energy is abundant wouldn't have the hardest time doing that. Exactly. That's why they say don't fly too close to the sun, because the sun is a star and it'll probably shoot you with lightning. True. Interesting, the second singing enemy doesn't attack you at first, or until you come close enough for them to feel threatened. Yeah. It would be really... I really wish this game just had, like, a Control-F function for item description, so I could, like, pull up whatever item description I'm talking about. I think it was a sorcery description. I don't know if I can be bothered to check right now. Alright, well... we do need to fight the Red Wolf here if they count as the boss. Also want to grab everything around here as well. More smithing stones. Always appreciate those. Another Trina's Lily. Thank you, Saint Trina. Try ahead. Yeah. Great idea. Alright. There's 2 scarabs here. So, yep, it's Red Wolf time. Okay, so they're not considered a boss because no boss health bar, but... they probably won't respawn after being defeated. Ow. Yeah, that one comes out pretty quickly. So the Glint Blades you can just outrun. You don't have to spam dodge all the time. There we go. I say as I try to dodge that. Okay, no, that was just pointless. I didn't get anything for that. Let's light this. I'm guessing this will give us access to a boss fight. If we light all of those. I don't really know why I'm attacking the cerulean one. But whatever. There's still more ancestral followers singing. There's also that over there. There's so much to explore here. It's great. It's great. Means that, you know, we can get a full stream or two out of this place. Hey Kaz, thank you for the head pats. Hope you're doing alright. Hi wolves. Oh wolves, I don't want to hurt you. But they did aggro on me, which means that I gotta do what I gotta do. There's not really... Oh no, there is kind of a map here. Yeah. I was a little confused at first, but... Oh god, I got forced out of the map. I'm just saying, Night Rain has the better quality of life where you can pull up the map regardless of whether you're in combat or not. Rats! Aww. And then I get near and then... Yeah, they just stop and they want me dead. The whole rat gang is here. Go. Can I just jump attack Luke you to death? Yes, I can. Okay, so we actually can't get over there? No, we can, we can. But before we do that, let's just get this scarab here. Ash of War enchanted shot, that is for archery. I believe my sword just completely whipped over them. Fine, I'll do the slam attack. See, that will actually hit. And then let's get this lit. Alright. Now let's check out over here. I also do want to catch up in chat and also check that item description of the Ash of War that we just got, so let's stand here and admire the view for a moment. You know, jumping ahead. It's very, very nice. Alright, let's see. Because I know we've been talkative, I want to be part of the conversation. Moon says, could be channeling power from the stars themselves since we kind of just had a guy we had to kill to make them act a certain way again. Exactly. And Violet says, me seeing a tarnish so I begin playing boss music. Exactly. Probably drops common blue loot's night rain joke. So true, so true. Your dog looks like he drops common loots on death. So true, so true. There's some weapons are buffed in Night Rain 2. I wish they were the same in this game. Yeah, like whips and bows being a lot better. In particular, being able to actually do critical hits. It's just pretty nice. Seems familiar? Vaguely? I'm kind of reminded of Ash Lake in a way. From Dark Souls 1. Is there any point to dropping down to that sign, or... No. I don't think there is. No, there might be a point, because if you go on the map, you see, like, yeah, okay, I'll drop down there. No weak foe ahead. Does that mean just no enemies, or does that mean that I'm gonna get my shit kicked in by traveling along the beach here? We'll have to see. Only one way to find out. Oh, okay, that was pointless. Something ahead. But thankfully we can just get up here. I mean, Formic rocks aren't bad to get because I don't have too many of them. Better to have more of them than none of them. Right, yeah, doing the double jump doesn't actually negate fall damage. I just remembered. Alright, Ash of War Enchanted Shot. This Ash of War grants no affinity to an armament, but imparts the following skill. Enchanted Shot. Archery skill that enlivens the arrow with spiritual essence. The resulting shot will fly faster than regular shots and change its trajectory to follow the target. Usable on light bows and longbows. Oh, okay. Only 8 FP? Not bad at all. Alright. Hey Dazed! Hope you're doing alright. I'm doing good, thank you. So many fireflies here. Maybe it's just to let that people won't die from missing the jump. Yeah, that makes sense. Research required ahead. The only thing that could actually do damage with Iron Eye. Yeah. Oh, people play status Iron Eye in Night Rain to optimize his damage. So many nascent butterflies. It's really, really nice to have. Raise the rump. Jumping! Try up. Okay. Will this actually lead to something? Because, yeah, I mean, they put the leaves here for a reason. Jumping, so to speak, I did it! There we go, I have prevailed. Be wary of Hull. Yeah. And then I jump here, and I get nothing. Praise the joy. Or no, that was how you're meant to get here, I see. I need to backtrack, because there was an item or two that I missed. First off, not here if I only had it behind. Alright, here we go. Golden Rune 12? Let's go. Very, very nice to have. I'm going well, just extremely tired and I can't sleep. Well, I can relate to the tired thing, but honestly, when am I not tired? Do hope that you can get to sleep sooner rather than later, though. Look behind the area you dropped down from, too? What, on that beach area? Because there was nothing there. Oh, inside the ruins. Oh, I see. I'll travel along here. Just survey the entire place. Alright, let's go back there now. We should be able to level up soon with our current rooms. Not yet. Not immediately. But soon enough. Like after our next boss fight, or we get through like a bunch of enemy encounters. Are we over-leveled? Oh, absolutely. But that's because we've been doing everything and playing thoroughly. Yeah. There was this follower here. Lump sort. Interesting that they're using a skull of, like, an ancestral being to spray for the magic. You got thin beast bones. Visions of head. Futility, oh futility. In short, I want to go home. Yeah, there we go. Ancestral infant's head. Oh. That's unfortunate. That item is a scam. Let's take a look at it. Ancestral infant's head. Skull of a very young ancestral spirit. Just think how many sproutings it might bear. Uses FP to spray spirit vapor, inflicting magic damage. The vapor becomes a temporary geyser, which deals continuous damage to everything it touches until it disappears. How come it's purple loot? It's got an A scaling in intelligence, and also it's like AoE that can like do some continuous damage. Probably like a meme option at the worst, and doing meme things is fun. We love using the silly, goofy items for shenanigans. Yeah, rest in peace to that ancestral spirit. Alright, we could just fast travel back to the Grace, but I honestly don't mind having to just, like, jump around. Also nice to check the map here. We've explored around here, we've gone around here, we've done this here. I don't know if we've been to that bridge-ish area, and we definitely haven't been around here. But there's still lots to explore. Miranda probably won't hit anything. That is true. Enemies do like to move around a lot in Elden Ring. Oh, I'm scared to fall in here. No, I'm alright. Oh, oops. I went a little bit too far ahead. I have to jump up these rocks. Alright, with that out of the way, we can continue forth. Over here, I suppose. I'm worried about Blythe. I'm really worried about him. It's sad that he doesn't get to explore Nokron with us. Like, we've been working towards that goal for so long. What do you mean only I can do it? Wonder, can I jump up here? Can I do a little bit of Skyrim platforming? I absolutely can't wait. Is this intended? Oh, it's intended. I want to go home and then oh my, that's the second time I've seen that joke this stream. Stop. I could go that way, but that's pointless. Okay. But yes, technically you can climb up here, but there's no reward for it. I was honestly expecting, like, a nice little item as a reward, but apparently not. Alright, well, let's just keep looking around, grabbing materials. I did see a spot that very much looked like the main progression path. I was like, do I want to take it right now, or do I want to keep looking around? And I chose, I want to keep looking around. The main path always comes last. This is the main path. Oh, nice, we got a headband. I just instantly closed the pop-up. Oh, that was everything? Wow. Dog ahead. Yeah, we did get the dog. Oh, do we have to fight another ancestor spirit? I guess so. We'll check the item description of the headband a little bit later. Just want to keep exploring and keep this pace up. And also grab all of the all of the materials. I need them. What do I need them for? I don't know. It's just nice to have a bunch. Because you never know when I will suddenly want a bunch of a certain consumable item. It's best to be well prepared for that occasion. It didn't? Oh, that was the first arena! Yeah! That was the first time we fought an ancestor spirit. It was down there. Pretty dark around here. Even with the lantern. I'm just like trying to see if I'm missing anything in particular. But from what it seems, Nokron seems pretty linear. No horse ahead, so to speak, too high up. Beat the first D already? Yeah! Because you come down to Seofer River, which is the area below, as part of Ronnie/Blythe's quest line. We fully explored it. Yeah, we beat the first deer. Raise the talisman, and then behold Elden Ring. Modeled necklace +1. Heck yeah. It's another resistances related talisman, I believe. Go along there. I mean, yeah, that looks like the destination hat. Definitely missed something, but it's not relevant now, I guess. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, no, I nearly fell. If it's something I missed, then you can definitely mention it. And mine, you thought, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty attentive, I would say. I'm Making sure to not miss anything in this playthrough. Alright, I guess, yeah, we have to continue to the city around there. I feel like I'm missing something, though. I don't know. Let me go to the Ancestral Woods Grace, because I might be able to level up here. Not entirely sure. I do need to read those item descriptions anyway, so it's like I might as well do them now. Oh! Yeah, yes, I do need to go this way. God, yeah, this map is so confusing to read. I do need to go this way, but then, yeah, there's also the other path that I want to try take before then. Been told no precious item head, but how else am I meant to get down there? Feels like be a good way of getting to the city. There's even a modder effigy there. Alright, can I level up? No, not yet. We got 2 item descriptions to take a look at. Mottled necklace, +1. A vividly colored accoutrement, precious to the ancestral followers. Greatly raises immunity, robustness, and focus. Said to be a budding horn, the ancestral followers believe that the horns of a long-lived beast continue to bud like antlers over and over again until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. Alright, and then shining horned headband. Headband decorated by a pair of shining horns. Worn by ancestral follower shamans. Horns with buds that also shine are ideal ceremonial items for ancestral worship. Strengthens ancestral infant's head. Oh, okay, so there's a little bit of a niche effect to it there. You want to check out the non-main path first, right? Yes! I always like to do the side paths first, and then the main path last. So I don't mind if you say, like, oh, this path ahead is, like, the main one, and the other one back there is, like, optional or whatnot. Yeah, Modern Necklace is just boosting all immunities, which is really nice. And there's non-main path with optional areas. Other way is the main story path. Oh, okay, so we'll do this first then. Gotcha, thank you. Because I wouldn't want to end up on the main path first. Alright. Very nice shining horns. Alright, we're going this way. Oop. Gosh, this reminds me of traversing the Night Sacred Ground. Wait, I feel like I have a note that mentioned the Night Sacred Ground. I'm just gonna double check this. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Yep, we're just double checking that. Okay. And there'll be pretty big optional areas, though. Yeah, Night Marine. No, just my NPC questline notes mentioned this place. Because presumably this is where we get the treasure for Ronnie, for her questline. Dead end ahead. But also, yeah, like, Nokron is in Night Rain as like a shifting Earth event. So, because Night Rain reuses assets, a lot of these assets are familiar. Rejuvenating boluses. Take a look at that item description later, but I believe that just prevents the buildup of Death Blight. That probably won't have too much interesting going on with the description. Hi, Silver Tears. Oh, I was also thinking these rooftops remind me of traversing the rooftops of Stormvale Castle. And how you kind of have to backtrack a whole bunch to get everything from them. Or at least I had to. Obviously I want to go down that path with the Silver Tears, but I just got a Celestial Dew for exploring over here, so I want to keep in this direction. Or is this just a dead end now? Seems like it. But maybe I'm not being observant enough. And no horse ahead. I must declare, there's no torrent allowed in this area. Jump. Fair ahead. Yeah! Oh. They like cloak their... Oh! Holy fuck! That's Silver Tears doing what they do best. Got him. Yeah, get mimicked. There we go. Be wary of dung. Didn't expect light. Naked people! Oh my goodness. There's naked people here. You'd think they would at least, you know, like, have clothes when they transform, but no. I mean, I guess they did. They did have, like, a bra. Behold, lovable sort. That's right, it's Markachin coming in with the Hollow Knight raid. Thank you so much for being here, Marky. I really do appreciate it. Hope you had a wonderful time replaying one of your favorite games of all time, Hollow Knight, in anticipation of playing Silksong on stream. We're gonna go get that shout out there. Naked people, do we arrive at an awkward night? No, you're at the perfect timing. I wasn't sure if you heard that or not. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, Raiders. It's so lovely to see you all around. Yeah, I do hope that Hollow Knight went well. If you're not following Marky already, please go check him out. He's an absolutely lovely librarian VTuber who focuses on full completion of games and also challenge runs. And yes, is currently replaying, doing a 112%, I believe, run of Hollow Knight, and then is going to move on to do a full completion run of Hollow Knight Silksong on stream as well. So definitely go check him out if you are a big fan of Hollow Knight and also a bunch of other really cool games. Marky's also currently playing through Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin for the first time ever. A bunch of really cool games. That's us tonight, you're raiding in, yeah! Fine, you got that right, I am sick, cannot type apparently. That is okay, Marky. I am a little bit tired and I cannot speak properly. I feel like I've been stuttering a bit more than I normally should, or would, for that matter. You get the Totem Stella, the Raiders are here. That's a Night Rain reference. If you're doing well, friend, I am, thank you. Yeah, just a little bit tired, so, like, still, you know, needing a little bit of extra time to process information and, like, read chat and whatnot, and I've been stuttering quite a bit, but I'm doing well, thank you. Marky, Raiders, if you got a raid and run, that is totally understandable. If you got a raid and lurk, understandable as well. It's getting late in a lot of time zones, and, you definitely want to prioritize your own self-care. Don't prioritize my silly little stream over yourselves. Thank you so much for being here. Just a quick intro in case people are coming in and they're like, who is this lady? Why is she yapping so much? Hi, I'm Lumi. I'm a Hot Lady Night VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven titles, but I like to dabble in a bunch of other genres as well. And we are doing a very marquee first playthrough of Elden Ring. That's right, it is a 100% blind playthrough of Elden Ring, including the DLC expansion, the critically acclaimed DLC expansion, Shadow of the Erd Tree. And we are achieving this by using spoiler-free guides, because it's basically impossible to figure everything out in a Souls game first time around on your own. And we're also playing in online mode, because whoever wrote this message here should be proud to know that when I opened up this message, Marky rated in. Marky is a very lovable sort. I too cannot speak tonight, but you're doing amazing, Lumi. Thank you, Marky. Take self-care by getting ready for bed while enjoying my Lumi time. Aw, thank you. The critically acclaimed Lumi. Aw, thank you. In terms of how far we are into the game, I don't actually know, because I've obviously never played Elden Ring before, but without, like, saying too many spoilers, because Marky will play this game eventually, although I know you'll forget most of the spoilers, we are exploring a very big optional area as part of another character's quest line, and yeah, this place is cool. There's a lot of lore here that I'm really enjoying dissecting, and a lot of surprises as well. Definitely a lot of surprises. I'm gonna rate this message with a good rating, because Marky rated in when I read it, so it's clearly a blessed message. And if Marky ever plays Elden Ring in online mode in like 2060, or ever at all for that matter, you'll be able to see this message and think of me. And yourself. Obviously, I know that you'd want to do your first playthrough, or first playthroughs in offline mode. It seemed pretty solid, yeah. Alright. Let's continue exploring. Oh, light. There's catch a light there. But we will actually take a stretch and hydrate break relatively soon. We're just gonna wait until the next checkpoint, or as they're called in Elden Ring, a site of grace. Not bonfire, a site of grace. It's different. It's so different. I've been told... Oh. Ah, giant skeleton. It is. Seek light. There we go. Cross, didn't expect butterfly. Fortnite. I love that you can just write Fortnite in Elden Ring. Not literally the video game Fortnite, but Fort, comma, night. Old lady ahead. That's awesome. No precious item ahead. Flyer ahead. Bloodstain? It looks like you can't really drop down there without dying. Fortnite? Another Fortnite message. And then there's Mist or Beast. Everyone's, quote-unquote, favorite YouTuber, am I right? No? Yeah, that's what I expected. Good. Let's keep it that way. We had that guy here. Exactly. Exactly. First off pack, and then taking on all at once ahead. Okay. That player wants us to unga bunga. First off ahead. Yeah, hopefully there's a grace relatively soon. Or target lock. Okay. Because I guess there's an enemy ahead. Oh. Oh! Oh. Wait, is that gonna come after us? Wait, I'm scared. Time for blood loss? What do you mean? Oh, black wet blade, okay. That'll be for customizing our weapons. Or customizing the infusions. Behold dark spot. I really wish you could say, like, dark, comma, soul in this game. That would be very funny. Champion ahead. Alright. Monstrosity head, so to speak. Try target lock. Time for target lock. Yes! So if I hit this, does it, like... Oh no! Oh no! Thank you, random players. That's scary. The ball. Okay. I got my own little balls to throw. That's right. Throwing pots. Yes, I can finish it off. Oh, shoot! Hi there. Clap if you care, all moment. HRT just kind of did that to me, too. So true. You're talking about... Never mind. So silly, man. We love her. I love her. But everyone here loves her as well. Alright, I do want to check this out as well. Let's grab the item that it dropped, and then we'll try that stone sword key over there and see what that gets us. Another larval tier, oh my goodness. I mean, it's unsurprising that we are obtaining a ton of larval tiers here, but still. Like, if you need larval tiers to respec your character like 100 times, then this is the place to get them. Hey Julie, yeah, we do love Moon. She's awesome. Everyone here is awesome. Generally, my philosophy is, if I haven't banned you, then that means that you are liked here. We enjoy your presence here. God ahead? Okay. Let's use a stone sword key and meet God. You friendly? No, of course you're not friendly. But because this enemy isn't friendly, right, we banish this enemy, we ban them. Because you can't spell banish without ban. Haven't been banned yet? Exactly, Mark. You haven't been banned for multiple years at this point, right? Feels like years. And the Marquis will not be banned. Oh, this is a legendary item, apparently. Mimic Tier Ashes. I do know about this ash. I want a veritable not getting banned streak. Yeah! And then Smithing Stone 3, we actually really needed that, so I'm glad for that pickup as well. I haven't been banned yet, says Moon. Alright. I do hope that there is actually a grace ahead soon, because... Firstly, I would like to stop and take a break to read all these item descriptions, but also secondly, I'd like to just have a break in general. Although I could just stand around here, there's no threat of being invaded or anything while I stand around. But I like to take my breaks at the graces. Be wary of right. Time for rolling, apparently. There you are. Oh, there's a grace there. Yeah, let's get that, and then we can backtrack to what we might have missed. Hopefully yours doesn't sit in place scream 50 times in a row, or hopefully it does, because it's funny. True. Oh, I also want to quickly activate this here. In case I ever wanted to summon. Like other players, I mean. And I believe we can get a level up here. No, we cannot. I lied. I'm sorry for lying. We don't have enough to level up. Alright, let's look at our item descriptions. So we have 1, 2, 3 item descriptions to read. So hope you're ready for some Lumi item description ASMR. Starting off with Mimic Tier Ashes. Legendary Ashen Remains. Used to summon the spirit of a Mimic Tier. Summoning consumes HP rather than FP. This spirit takes the form of the summoner to fight alongside them, but its mimicry does not extend to imitating the summoner's will. Mimic Tiers are the result of an attempt by the Eternal City to forge a lord. Yeah, so we do know that. Or I guess that's a little bit more elaboration on that there, right? The Mimic Tiers were essentially a creation to create a new lord, essentially. A leader, supposedly, or a god, even. But the term they're using specifically is lord. Doesn't say how much HP it consumes, but yeah, like, if I'm gonna use any mimic, or sorry, if I'm gonna use any spirit ashes, this is the one that I'm going to use, because it's literally just a copy of you. You get to fight alongside yourself, which I think is pretty cool. Alright. There's the spot, there's a spot it should say. So the HP cost in my game. Oh, there it is. Yes, sorry, I was blind. Yes, it says HP cost there, 660. Yeah, I was completely blind. I skipped over it. I looked at FP cost, I saw that there wasn't anything there, and I'm just like, oh, I guess it doesn't mention it. So yes, 660 HP, which is a pretty sizable chunk of our health bar, but you can just summon them at the start of a fight, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that's pretty good. And these require the Ghost Glowwort upgrade materials to upgrade because they're legendary ash. Alright. And then we have the Black Wet Blade. Black Wet Blade with a cipher engraved. Can be used as a whetstone knife. When applying an affinity using physical or occult type ashes of war, an additional affinity of poison, blood, or occult can be chosen. Yeah, so that's why the message said, like, oh, time for blood loss, because you can infuse blood type onto your weapon, like it's Pokemon. You have your blood type weapon or blood affinity weapon. All right, and then we have one more item description to look at, which is the rejuvenating boluses, or boluses, however you want to say them. I don't actually know. I do need to look it up at some point. Black boluses made of cave moss. Craftable item. Alleviates death blight buildup. Blight accumulates slowly, causing instant death once the threshold is reached. Take one of these in timely fashion to avoid such an event. Alright. Got some pretty nice loot. He says Mimic Tier was one of the few summons I authorized myself to use my first run with my wolf pack roleplay. If it's me and a part of the pack too. Yeah, or if it's part of you, yeah, if it's you, it's part of the pack, exactly. So true. The only ash that I actually have that I've upgraded to any capacity is the Skeletal Militiamen. Because they're funny. I saw that you could summon skeletons to fight alongside you in Elden Ring, and I was like, oh wait, this game's kind of peak, actually. It wasn't good until that point. I'm joking, of course. Alright, yes, I'm gonna go for a little stretch and hydrate break. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you so much for rating in Marky. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, everybody. Yes, I'm gonna go have that little break, and we will continue to explore the Knight's Sacred Ground in a couple of minutes. I'll see you all then. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Just gotta put self-care on cooldown so that everyone knows that I've had a break. And, yeah, see you all after the break. I have returned at long last. I hope that you're all happy that I'm back. I'm happy that I'm back, so that's all that matters. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit to see what we might have missed in that room that we just went through, and then we'll continue through the night's sacred ground. I can't believe they named it after me. Marky says I goofed, but also better Twitch TV emotes seem to be a little broken for me. Yeah, because on the message that came out that I see in my chat here, it was :Maxwell instead of just Maxwell. I really enjoy that the Maxwell is just a tradition on the channel. We miss you, Maxwell. We missed you, says Marky. Aw, thank you. See, this game would be better if Maxwell was in it. I mean, to be fair, all games would be better if they had Maxwell in them. Oh, also, I forgot to mention when Marky rated in, but I myself am actually due to do a first playthrough of Hollow Knight in the future as one of my Ko-fi fundraiser incentives that we completed earlier in the year. And I'm excited for that. I don't know when I'm going to be playing Hollow Knight. Either it's going to be before the end of this year. Actually, no, because that would rely on me finishing Elden Ring, I think. Yeah, it's going to be next year. But we will definitely be playing Hollow Knight next year in 2026. Moon saying you having sacred ground makes the idea of taking you there and doing many unsacred things to you hotter. So true, Moon. Last tease of the stream, where that came from later, thank you. I do like being teased, but then I'm like, no, my brain, I can't focus on attacking the enemies. Oh, what, this respawns, really? Oh my gosh, okay. Well then. Yeah, Lumi will be a Hollow Knight. That is one of my stream incentives, but at the moment we're playing through the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove collection, because that is also a stream incentive. Speaking of which, we will be finishing Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment in tomorrow's stream, so basically 24 hours from now. And then since I have to do it in moderation, do context-relevant ones here, I say the rest for elsewhere. Yes. Why is it always Pickle? Riddle me this. Why is it always Pickle? I don't know. Where are you? Right. Okay. Would expect plump sort. Basically 24 hours straight. No, 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 no. Marky, I don't know if I could do that. I don't think I have the endurance for that. I'm not strong enough. Just being silly. That's okay, Marky. You can be silly. Be silly, stay silly. That's kind of the motto around these parts. Yeah, so there's an item there that I can get, but I'm not sure how to. There's not like a ladder that I missed either, right? Seems as if we might have to come back here later as part of just traveling progression. It's like it. The item's right there, it's teasing me. That's why I want to backtrack, because I'm like, oh, there's an item that I still haven't grabbed, so clearly I haven't done everything here, but maybe I have. Maybe I've done everything I can for now. And that's good enough. Okay, well, I'll just need to take a mental note of, like, up here, because how... Oh, wait, no. No, I'm being silly, never mind. I'm like, oh, what if I go back to that chest that had the mimic tier in it? No, because that was just a dead end, right? Yeah. So in that case, yes, we will just continue on ahead. Thank you for enduring the ramblings of a mad woman. And thank you for being here. In general, everyone, it's very much appreciated. I always say thanks for stream because, yes, I technically am the one hosting the stream, but it's really the community that makes them super memorable. Of course. Oh god, no. It's gonna transform. Oh, naked people. There's your context. The bald naked people. Oh my god, it's Baldy. There we go. Baldy has been dispatched. And I will be telling headmaster of the school that he was inappropriately streaking around these parts. I'm rather disappointed in him. But, you know, I wish he knew better. I still also owe you all that stream where I'm going to revisit Baldi's basics. I genuinely find that game scary, and I wasn't able to beat the classic version, or whatever it was called, because it was just too difficult. A skill issue, as the kids call it. Right, sword ahead, yeah. So I've heard. Very ominous and foreboding music here. That's one thing that's significantly different from other Souls games, is that typically there's music constantly playing in this game, whereas in other Souls games you kind of traverse in silence. This game just has ambient music pretty much 90% of the time. Elden Ring. What a wonderful message. I'm glad I went out of my way to read that. Yeah, but Lumi, if you don't read that specific player message, then you won't get the Baldy does a pole dance ending or whatever. I'm being silly. Don't mind me. Whenever there's a message saying liar head, I always assume it's another player writing something like hidden wall ahead, so then I just hit the wall or try to roll into it anyway. Because I have to make sure. What if they're not lying? What if it's some reverse psychology stuff? First off, old codger. Yeah. So we finally made it all the way down to this part of the city after so long. And obviously there's a clear path ahead, but... well, we're not here to take the clear path. We're here to meander and pick up everything. So either we can go through here, or we can go up here, and there's a chest here. Be wary of legs. What do you mean by that? Sorcerer required ahead. Okay. Oh, wait, does that mean mimic? No. Damn it. Elden Ring, when are you actually going to do a mimic? Or maybe you open it and then the mimic comes out? No? Never mind. The Finger Slayer Blade and Great Ghost Glovewort. Well, I believe these are what we were here to find. Starting off with the Finger Slayer Blade. The hidden treasure of the eternal city of Nokron. A blade said to have been born of a corpse. This blood-drenched fetish is proof of the high treason committed by the eternal city and symbolizes its downfall. Cannot be wielded by those without a fate, but is said to be able to harm the greater will and its vassals. Oh, so we have to go give this to Rani so that she can go and kill God. Damn, girl. And we've already obtained... Oh, actually, no. Have we already obtained Great Ghost Glovewort before? I'm not sure. I'll read the description again anyway. Great Ghost Glovewort. White flower that blooms in catacombs. A spirit nestles close to this grand specimen. Strengthens renowned ashes to +10. Since times of old, large gloveworts were used to comfort heroic spirits. Given in tribute to those who died the most glorious of deaths, in hope their stories would become legend. Alright, interesting. So yeah, this is just a key item. Hidden treasure of the eternal city of Nokron. Right. This is the first time we've heard of this high treason that the eternal city committed. I wonder if it was like the creation of the Silver Tears. And trying to create, like, a new lord, essentially. That's what I interpret, anyway, from just the few item descriptions and dialogue that we've heard thus far. Besides, it's really cool to theorize about the story as I continue along, as I don't have the full picture just yet. It's really fun just putting all the puzzle pieces together bit by bit, and coming up with theories along the way. Alright. So yes, we need to go and give this to Rani now, which I guess we could do now. Although I do want to explore a little bit more down here first. Just a little bit more first. But we'll definitely hand it over to her before the end of this stream, I would say. I wonder when it says to be born of a corpse. Oh, wait a minute, I am so silly, because the assassins who killed Godwin on the night of the Black Knives were scions of the Eternal City. I remember this. The Black Knife assassins were from the Eternal City. So when it says a blade said to have been born of a corpse, that's referring to Godwin, most likely. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all come together. Yeah, now that I think about it, that does make sense. Alright. So I'm assuming this portal will just take us all the way back to the start? Or to somewhere else entirely? Yep, just takes us all the way back here. Okay. That means there has to be a way to get the item that was above in that room, right? And I need to know how to do that. I also can level up here. Alright, there we go. 39 points of endurance. We're getting that to 40, and then we're gonna get our strength to 45, and then we're gonna get vigor to 45, and then... But basically, we're just leveling our core stats to the soft caps. I'm not doing the John Elden Ring build, where you just put everything equally. Only true gamers do that, and I'm a false gamer. I require a build. Ugh, what a horrible word. Optimizing stats? Oh no, what is this heresy? I wonder, the ball can fit through here, can't it? Oh, no it can't. Oh, so here's an intended way of beating it, without the use of projectiles. If I don't get this item in this stream, I can just look it up off stream where to get it, and then we can get it at the start of next stream, because I don't know how to get up there. It looks like there's a gap there? Around the side? Oh, wait, so I need to try and go around, I guess. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I need to... Oh my god, right, I can't use Taunt here. I miss my horse. I miss my Uma Musume. Alright, or maybe Hidden Wall? Ladder ahead? No, I know that. But Hidden Wall, potentially? Because yeah, there's a gap there that you can come out from, so that means we'd need to drop from a higher spot, right? Unless there's a hidden wall. Because I can't think... Oh, wait. Oh! This is what happens when you're a bit more observant, Lumi. You can see that you can actually go here and jump here. There we go. Something required ahead. I feel a little bit silly for not noticing that earlier, but I guess I figured it out in the end. Lover head, therefore seek pickle. No watcher ahead. Yeah, this is not the Anor Londo rafters, thankfully. We're not in Anor Londo. We're far, far away from Anor Londo. Butterfly head, beware of butterfly. Didn't I already grab? Oh no. This is a completely new butterfly. That being said though, is there actually any point to heading down onto these rafters? Or is it just like... No. It's just because you can. You can go there. There might not be anything, but you can. Although, like, people are leaving player messages down on this one, so it makes me think there might be something here, but I can absolutely assure you that there's nothing. First off, turn back. Yeah. You can't blame me for wanting to explore, like, every single little bit of the map, though. Make sure I'm not missing anything. There we go, the Nox Flowing Hammer. Behold Rump. And I guess if we head over here, we can get another Silver Tier Husk, and that's kind of it. Alright, well, we can explore the other side of Nokron now. First, let's look at the Nox Flowing Hammer. Oh! Thank you so much for reading in, Royal Bunny. I really do appreciate it. The Royal Raid. Radium Dude kicking down the door as well. Welcome in, Royal Bunny. Welcome in. Sharks are tasty. Welcome in, all the friends. Hope you're all doing alright. I hope you had a lovely time with your Hatsune Miku-themed Elden Ring stream. Thank you so much for raiding in. If you're not following Royal Bunny already, please go check him out with the link in chat and also the follow button at the top of chat. Thank you so much for doing all the shoutouts, mods. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much for raiding in. I do hope that you had a wonderful time with your stream. Hello everyone, hope your run is going well. It is, thank you. You're too kind. I'm just giving the bare minimum that a raider deserves. You know, someone bringing their community over like this. Thank you so much for raiding in. If you have to raid and run, that is totally understandable. I know it's getting late in a lot of time zones, and you might want to rest after your big long stream. But thank you so much for being here. You know, lurking is obviously appreciated, but you don't need to, etc, etc, all those usual things. And thank you so much for being here. Hi, just in case you're new, quick intro. I am Lumi, I'm a Hot Lady Night VTuber. I do playthroughs of RPGs and story-driven games, but I like to dabble in a bunch of variety gaming as well. And we are here with a first-time playthrough of Elden Ring. Before anyone asks, no, this is not my first Souls-like. I have multiple Souls-likes under my belt. And we are currently exploring Nokron, the Eternal City, as part of Ranni the Witch's questline, and we just obtained this weapon here, the Nox Flowing Hammer, which I was just about to read the item description of, but we'll save that for, like, a minute after now. Thank you so much for raiding in, I really do appreciate it. I am super lurker friendly here. I don't do loud noises or loud redeems or anything. Just basically the perfect stream to leave on in the background on a second monitor, that kind of vibe. Thank you so much for being here once more. I know I repeat myself, but my gratitude is eternal, and I'd like to repeat it. Love joining your little community when I can. Thank you. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. So comfy here, so I like it. Thank you. That's what I'm aiming for. Alright, well, before we look at this item description, let's just take a look at the Nox Flowing Hammer as a whole. It is a hammer weapon with a C scaling in strength and E scaling in dex, so obviously a primarily strength scaling weapon at base. And as for the item description, the Nox Flowing Hammer. Mace shaped like a suspended metal droplet wielded by monks of the Eternal City. Forged from liquid metal from a silver tier, it is thoroughly tempered until hardened. And the unique skill is Flowing Form. Temporarily transforms armament into its liquid form. Swing the armament like a whip to strike surroundings before slamming its teardrop-shaped head down. Yeah, so this is the weapon that the Nokron monks are using. And yep, they're made of silver tiers, so a lot of silver tier exploitation going on. Silver tiers have rights too, you know. Alright, so I gotta clear my throat. We're probably not gonna use this, but it is still cool to have regardless, and it is a unique weapon, so for the sake of my 100% blind playthrough, it's good to have this. You're probably wondering, Lumi, how are you achieving full completion on a first playthrough? Looking up guides? Spoiler-free guides, I should say. And also, duplicating my save file before the final boss, so that my save file can do all of the endings. Without silver tiers when I played League of Legends. It's good that you said used to, because we don't support League of Legends here. We are a League-friendly space. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, everyone. We were just about to go to the other side of Nokron, and before the end of the stream, we do need to go and give Ranni the Finger Slayer blade as part of her questline. But yes, I just want to explore the other side of Nokron that we didn't quite go to. Alright. So we need to go to the Ancestral Woods Grace, and basically we're going through here, and we're going all the way up around here. And it seems like there's another Ancestral Spirit boss fight once you light all of the flames in this upper part of the underground area. So we've already defeated these Ancestral followers multiple times, so we can just skip past them and continue on the path ahead. That being said, I do want to find that final flame, that we can do that Ancestral Spirit fight. I mean, it looks like there was a second one, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was a second one. Old Fang. Oh, actually, I don't think we want to go down this way just yet. Sorry, I need to quickly refer to my NPC questline notes here. I just ran past it. I did, but when you unpaused. Yes, I did run past it, but I didn't have, like, all the things lit for it, because normally it'd be, like, a message at the bottom saying that you can, like, do it now or whatever. Yeah, just quickly checking my notes here. Let's see. Well, jellyfish drop with the ledge onto... Oh, okay, yeah, so we don't want to go around these jellyfish just yet, actually. The one fire stood light? Oh! No, I've already done that. Is it lit? I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack. Because we already did that one, but there was a second one, I believe, right? Or maybe that's just the first one. But we've been lighting more flames in this upper part of Nokron, so I was presuming that it's for another ancestral spirit type boss fight. Yeah, let me just recenter myself. We're going to fight the Guardians. Oh! That makes sense. Yeah, so we've already fought that one, I believe, right? Because that is... If I'm understanding correctly. Yeah, that's lower... Wait, is that lower Nokron? Oh my god, I am confused with my surroundings. Let me just drop down here. Hallowhorn Grounds. Yeah, okay, this is Mia. Or, no, it's not. Try Blood Loss. First off, Loyalty. No, now I'm just confusing myself even more. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Oh wait, yeah, this is the... Wait, is it? God, stop confusing yourself, Lumi. Don't mind me. I'm pretty bad at navigation, remembering where I have and haven't been. When unlocked when you beat Radon. That's very confusing. Okay. Yeah, because there's upper CO for river, and then there's lower CO for river, which... Yeah. So that was the first Hallowhorn Grounds. We fought an ancestor spirit there. That was our first time fighting one. And this is an identical location called Hallowhorn Grounds, but it's above us because, yes, we are in Nokron proper now. It took me forever to get a hold. Exactly. Sharks Tasty says, me back. Tried to kick follow Twitch, be like psych and close the stream. Aw, that's unfortunate. Each more identical than the last. Yeah, that's what I was confused about. So yes, this is all new here. And we have been going around lighting up all of the, essentially, candles throughout the area. But we haven't found them all, I believe. Because yeah, there was that one. Yeah, we'd be able to interact with the ancestral spirit if we had gotten them all. And the game would give us a notification saying like, oh, you can interact with it now or whatever. You ran past Lightable? I thought you were in the other place. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna double check. I was also just double checking my spoiler-free NPC questline notes just because, like, that area with the jellyfish, there is a drop down from there, but that leads to a completely new area, I believe. That we will be doing, like, after this, basically. We've done that Lightable. Just paused it again? Really? Damn, I am so silly. I'm seeing the next for Hallowhorn Ground. Okay. Oh, there it is! I'm so silly, yes. Yeah, the songstress. So what's really funny, Franium Dude, is that I did kill this particular songstress, but then I didn't light the thing here. I forgot to. I got every single one, but I forgot this particular one. Which is a little bit silly. Anyway. You all like backstabs? I like them. Unfortunately, these ones cannot be backstabbed, so good old like charge heavy or jump attacks do the trick. Okay, there we go. Now we should get the pop-up at the bottom of the screen. Power gathers somewhere in horned remains. Parry the normal ones? Yeah. I typically parry most enemies myself, but just running behind an enemy to... Oh god. That's what happens when you're yapping too much. Normally I find just running behind an enemy to backstab is also pretty easy most of the time. We do good old run behind. And then Assassin's Crimson Dagger erases all of my mistakes. Hey, Lumi is adorable. Thank you. Alright, now we can actually do this boss fight. I guess after this we'll go to Ronnie's Rise and hand over the Finger Slayer Blade. That makes the most sense to me. I'm guessing this is just an identical Ancestor Spirit fight. We'll have to see, though. Means they should be weak to fire. I'm just checking my currently equipped incantations. I guess I could use Black Flame a little bit. I love that talisman. Used it for a good chunk of the Deathless run. Oh, I'm still using it. It's really, really good. Especially when you're like me, and I'm parrying and backstabbing all the time. Alright, let's do this. Yep, it's another Ancestor Spirit. It's the Regal Ancestor Spirit. There's no Torrent in this fight. I just want to double check. We'll just throw some Black Flames and then just get to doing some good old melee combat. I believe you can, like, break the AI of... Oh, wait, what? Oh, it moved. Okay, so there's slightly different moves than the first one we fought. But I believe you can actually break their AI by moving back and forth between, like, their back and front legs. Their AI does not like it at all. I can't replicate it myself, but I know it's something you can do. Oh. Yeah, that move is just completely new. And here I was saying, like, oh, this is basically identical to the first one. It's slightly different. I do a charge heavy here. Nope, I whiffed it. I really want to get off those Black Flames. They're not really doing much damage to me, so I can kind of get away with it. Oh, it's healing. Yeah, phase 2. I'm nearly out of FP for the rest of the fight. Do take care, everyone who's heading off. I see those messages. I'll do my best. of FP, which just means that we're playing good old melee now. Is it gonna heal again? Okay. I don't know if I have to, like, interrupt it, or... Oh, no, I see it's taking the spirit energy from the animals to restore its health, so it will run out eventually. Or I could just kill the animals, but... Where's the fun in that? Is it gonna do it again? Nope, it's just moving. If we could just get a critical hit, that would be all we need. Those head swings can be a little bit silly sometimes. Oh. Is that it? Nope, it's one hit. Damn. That kind of is like Four Kings or Gwendolyn in Dark Souls 1, where it's like you can hit them as they're fading away and it counts. Roll, and... Whoop, there we go. Remembrance of the Regal Ancestor. Nice. Four Kings Mansion! Oh my goodness, we love DPS check fights. Well, that was pretty okay. Why is it always death? Didn't expect Bloodstain. Why is it always weak foe? I have to take a look at the remembrance and the stuff that we can make from it. And actually look at chat here. Radium Dude saying fighting use without dodging was an experience. Yeah, I can imagine. Royal Bunny says I'm gonna go rest up, so I'll be lurky for now. Take care, Lady Knight. Thank you so much. And yes, Sharks Are Tasty also said, me have to do report. Good to see you, Lumi, and good day, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I do got this. The first aren't you're weak, you're just strong. That is true. That is true. See, most of these deaths here, like next to my VTuber avatar, most of those have been because of gravity, instead of the actual boss fights, which is really funny to me. Okay, so I can touch the Horn Remains again, but that wouldn't actually... It would just take me back to the arena, but there's no point to do that. Alright, Remembrance of the Regal Ancestor. Remembrance of the Regal Ancestor spirit, hewn into the Erd Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the Finger Reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. Ancestral spirits exist as a phenomenon beyond the purview of the Erd Tree. Life spouts from death, as it does from birth. Such is the way of living. My record is 126 bosses without dying, and I died to gravity. Yeah. It's a classic. Also, yet again, we're learning of more life forms that exist outside of the view of the Erd Tree. Alright. I guess we'll go back to the Round Table Hold, because, like, we're done here for now. We will be back here to explore the area around here. But, yes, we need to go back to the Round Table Halls, check out the Remembrance stuff, and then we're gonna go to Ronnie's Rise and give her the Finger Slayer Blade and do some of her questline stuff. And then that'll be that for stream. Better keep moving. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Always love to see you, Miss Mooney, but it is what it is. Yeah, she's working at the moment. She's here, just like lurking mostly. Alright, we do not have enough runes for a level up. I'm gonna put away my weapon, let's talk to Enya, and let's see what we can get with this remembrance.
You
Receive power from Remembrance, then we look at Remembrance of the Regal Ancestor. Primarily, we just look at the item descriptions for extra lore. The Winged Great Horn. Distinctive horn suffused with the power of ancestral spirits. This large, wing-shaped specimen is wielded as a weapon of spirit worship. In the ancestral spirit-worshipping faith, these are considered envoys' wings, made to reap the lives of beings which experience no sprouting. And the unique skill is Soul Stifler. Raise the Great Horn's wings to summon a soul-sapping miasma. Enemies in the affected area will temporarily suffer from reduced defense. And it is a same scaling between strength and dex, but mostly strength requiring weapon, so I'm gonna call it a strength weapon, even though that's technically not true. Yeah, so that's basically why they attack us, is because Tarnished do not sprout any sort of horns or any aspects of an ancestral being. Alright. And then we have a talisman that we can actually make with this. Ancestral Spirit's Horn. Item cut from the horns of the Regal Ancestor Spirit. Restore FP upon defeating enemies. A number of new growths bud from the antler-like horns of the fallen king, each glowing with light. Thus does new life grow from death, and from death one obtains power. Interesting that, yeah, it's referring to the ancestor spirit as a king. Or potentially could be talking about another king entirely. No, it's specifically the regal ancestor spirit being a king. Alright.
Now go forth. Let the words of the fingers guide you.
Thank you, Enya. We're actually gonna go and see if we can upgrade on Nagakiba a little bit before we head over to Ronnie. Ronnie stuff is basically gonna be what we end the stream on.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same.
They are your arms then. I could just skip his dialogue each time, but I like you. He doesn't like me back, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I need Smithing Stone 4 for the Nagakiba at the moment, which is the problem because at the moment we're going through areas that primarily give us Smithing Stone 5 and 6, so no Nagakiba upgrade for us just yet. And no Great Sword upgrade just yet either. Oh well. It is what it is. We could check to see if we have dupes of things to sell, but honestly, I'm not too stressed about it. No Thea ahead. Damn. It's okay though, she's based. I think Thea is very based. Let me re-equip my weapon, and we're gonna go to Ronnie's Rise, and give her the Fingerslayer Blade, so that she can go kill God. Actually, I mean, if we're gonna talk to Ronnie, I might as well unequip my weapon again. And we'll look at the item description one more time before we hand it over, because we will not be able to look at it after this point. The hidden treasure of Eternal City of Nokron. I'm just skimming it again for the main details. Eternal City of Nokron, a blade said to have been born of a corpse, which I think is Godwyn. This blood-drenched fetish is proof that the high treason committed by the Eternal City symbolizes its downfall. Can be wielded with those without a fate, is said to be able to harm the Greater Will and its vassals. Right, the Greater Will is like God. It's like God above the gods. You know, you have like the Greater Will, and then below that you have like Marika, who is an Empyrean, I believe. That's the term that they use. And then below that, in terms of god tiers, we have the demigods after that, which are like Marika's children who inherited fragments of the Elden Ring when it shattered. And Ronnie is basically trying to become an Empyrean. So ascend to the status that Queen Marika has. And seemingly wants to say fuck you God. Which I think is pretty based, actually. Alright. Yeah, we're writing down our notes. Go up the lift here. So I wonder if she'll still be slumbering. Yeah, she is. So you see, I have to make sure I don't... Oh, may I mention a correction? Thank you, Looney. Yes, I would appreciate that. Because I don't have exactly the full picture of the lore just yet, and I may be wrong on some things. In fact, you could mention that before we go through Ronnie stuff. We're not going to administer the drought from Celovus. We're going to just talk. Because we're not doing Celovus's questline. Like, we basically finished his questline. We're not doing that part, though. In fact, I'll just pull up the item description again. We don't actually know Ronnie's full motives just yet, so I'm kind of assuming when I read the description of this that she doesn't like the Greater Will. And I mean, when we first met her at the church in Limgrave, she did basically say, like, damn, when are those Tarnished gonna stop following the guidance of the Two Fingers? So I am assuming that she is, like, anti-God. I was gonna say authoritarian. But anti-God might be a better way of putting it. Yeah, so we're gonna give this to her. We're not gonna give the draft from Selvus, because fuck him. We don't like him. The anti-fingering. Exactly. Empyrean in Elden Ring is someone meant to be a successor to take a god, or its place like Marika's next. Okay, so Marika... Presumably, no, she wasn't a god originally. We do know this. We do know that Marika wasn't a god originally. Because she was a Newman, right? And also the Marika's Scar Seal item description implies that she was chosen for godship. So, yeah, she was an Empyrean and then became god, essentially. Or became... Yeah, it's really hard using the specific terminology to Elden Ring. But yeah, in the hierarchy, she is God. She's not the Greater Will. Or I think she's like a vessel for the Greater Will, because she's a vessel for the Elden Ring. There's a lot. We're just gonna keep playing, and it'll all make sense. It'll all click into place at some point. Maybe as we continue Ronnie's questline, she'll even explain some things to us. We'll have to say. But yeah, thank you for the correction. Alright, we're not handing over the Amber Draft. We're just gonna talk.
Ah, it was thee, not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. Ah, but before I leave, I must entrust thee with this. Take it. My discarded flesh lieth beyond the seal unlocked by it, upon which is carved the curse mark of thy desire. I can fathom what thy purpose might be. Neither of us is welcomed by the brighter path, I see. You may leave now. It was but brief, but thou gavest me fine service. What is it? Thy purpose in approaching me was to obtain the curse mark, was it not? You may leave now. I too am to depart on a journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. What is it?
Okay, and then that's
Thy
just
purpose
repeating
in
dialogue
approaching
there.
me was to obtain that you may leave now. I too am to depart on a journey. Upon the dark path.
Alright, well, let's take a look at what she handed us. The Carrion Inverted Statue. Statuette of a scholar with ground and sky inverted reveals the hidden form of the Carrion Study Hall, which connects to the Divine Tower. To unveil the secret, affix it to the pedestal of the celestial globe. Right, okay. So, the Divine Tower of Liurnia is here, and we haven't actually been to the tower yet, because there was no point in doing that. So I think that's our next destination. Although I'll see what my spoiler-free guide recommends doing next. From Ronnie's Rise, head to a tower north, take the Waygate to Ainsel River Main. Okay, sure, we can do that before wrapping up here. So, tower to the north. Okay. I'm guessing that's like Rena's Rise, I think? I feel like that would be Rena's Rise. Because obviously Ronnie's questline does not end there. That's not it. Obviously, we do need to get the curse mark. I believe we need the curse mark for Fia's questline. So obviously we'll be going and doing that. But it's not our priority at the moment. Oh, also, I think we might want to reload the area now. But I do know this. When you give over the Finger Slayer Blade to Ronnie, it basically ends Celovus's questline. I also wanted to come back up here to double check to see if there's still actually the option to hand over the Amber Draft. I believe there isn't, but just double checking, because I really don't want to accidentally misclick it like 200 hours into the game. Yeah, okay, you can't hand it over now. Perfect. Yeah, Selvus was a dick and was like, "Oh yeah, you should give this to Ronnie. We could turn her into a puppet." And I'm like, no, like I've gone along with your questline this far. I don't like you though, Selvus. Anyway, I reloaded the area, so yeah, let's go visit our friend Selvus. Let's see how he's doing. I'm sure he's great right now. Now, I feel nothing but positivity when I hear something like, "Oh, if you do this, it ends his questline." What do you mean, ends his questline? This bitch about to die. And we are gonna celebrate, because, like, everyone hates Celovus. I hate Celovus, you hate Celovus. Not a single person around these parts that actually likes this guy. Would you look at that? Karma, bitch. Celovus's bell bearing, Preceptor's big hat, Preceptor's long gown, Preceptor's gloves, Preceptor's trousers. Oh, and I guess you can still get the puppets from him. Yeah, rip Bozo. Thank God he's dead. Dung ahead, exactly. Get out of here. And then I believe we have to go and say hi to Pydia. So we're gonna go and do that. Exactly, Pat. Watch, he's out of here. In case you don't know this whole guy's deal, he very much has an obsession with turning people, especially women, into puppets. And yeah, there's a lot of sexual like implications throughout the questline. So yeah, he turns women into puppets and abuses them. Because of course he does. And he wanted to do that to Ronnie as well. Which, like, regardless of what you think about Ronnie as a character, like, that's still fucked up. Anyway, let's look at his clothes! Trousers of the magic preceptors who serve the Carrion Royals. Black and perfectly discreet. And it's the exact same gloves. Okay, the gown is different, though. A long, bright blue gown, with the movements of the stars drawn upon it, worn by the magic preceptors who served the Carrion Royals. Glintstone sorcerers are the descendants of astrologers, a fact that the Carrions remain aware of, even if their fate has been long severed from the stars. Preceptor's big hat. Large hat with the movements of the stars drawn on the inside of the brim, worn by the magic preceptors who served the Carrion Royals. Increases mind to the detriment of stamina. Glintstone sorcerers are the descendants of astrologers, a fact that the Carrions remain aware of, even if their fate has been long severed from the stars. So basically same description, but hey, increases mind. That's something. And then Celovus's bell-bearing. Preceptor Celovus's bell-bearing, found upon his perished flesh. Offer to the twin maiden husks at the Round Table hold to gain access to new items. Alright, there we go. In case you're wondering, in case like you didn't see me doing Celovus's questline, we didn't actually turn anyone into a puppet as part of his questline. Thankfully, we can talk to our good friend, who we don't actually like, Sir Gideon Ofnir. We can give one of his fucked up potions to him, and he'll just confiscate it, so you don't have to give the potion to... You either have to give it to Nefeli or to Dung Eater, which... Oh!
Stop, please stop. You're my puppet. I loved you with all I have. How could you forget such bliss? Ah, blood hurts. Ah, ah, ah.
Oh. So, rest in peace, Pydia, as well. Pydia's bell-bearing. How do you say that name again? Dollars? Dolores. The sleeping arrow puppet. Can I actually attack these puppets? No, it's a it's a non-combat zone. So yeah, there's a lot of lore implications with that. Why does he say his puppets? Like, huh? Excuse me? Good that his puppets killed him, I guess. That's karma for you. Because I believe I didn't actually look around properly when we visited this room, but I think if you look around, you can see these very puppets, like, just hanging around. So, yes, they were the cause of his own undoing. Anyway, we're gonna read item descriptions right in front of his face. Or his dead body, I guess. Dolores, the sleeping arrow puppet. One of Celovus's favorite puppets, used to summon the spirit of Dolores, the sleeping arrow. Spirit of a handsome archer who dressed in the style of a man. Called the Silent Hunter by some, she fires St. Trina's arrows from her short bow. Dolores once belonged to the Round Table Hold, where she was both a critic and friend of Gideon the All-Knowing. It was because of her that he and Celovus went their separate ways. Right, yes, because there was an implied relationship between Gideon and Celovus, not romantic. A rivalry of some sort, so it was a love triangle. That's pretty explicit there. It was a love triangle of some sorts. But should I say she, or should I say he? Trans mask representation? I'm just saying. Dressed in the style of a man? I mean, you could still dress in the style of a man and go by she, her, that's totally fine. I'm just saying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the community basically all agrees that Dolores is a trans man. Because, I mean, that item description does give you a lot to go off of. Alright. And then Pity's Bellbearing. Servant Pity's Bellbearing, found upon his perished flesh, offered to the twin maiden husks that the Round Table hold to gain access to new items. Yeah, Rip Bozo. Or sorry, Rip Bozos. What a great day. This is like when Kissinger died, it's like, yeah, let's celebrate. Like, the two fuckers are gone. Good. Now in a second playthrough, I could just go up to Salivus and kill him myself. Like, the only reason to do his questline other than, like, story purposes is if you want to get a specific talisman, like, the Magic Scorpion charm. So if you're not using magic, and you've already seen the questline and you know what the questline involves, you just kill him. Okay, so I'm assuming when the guide mentions, like, a tower, they're talking about Rena's Rise here, because, yeah, it previously wasn't open. Rena's Rise. I think we'll make this the last part of the stream. Although we could have just ended with Salivus and Pydia dying, and that would have been fantastic. Would have been a great time. It's great when bad people get their comeuppance. Snow Witch hat, Snow Witch robe, Snow Witch skirt. Oh! Okay, so that's why I've seen people dressing up as, like, Ronnie. Okay. Sure, let's take a look at it. Snow Witch skirt. Witch's skirt in the color of snow. Once worn by the snowy crone who the young Ronnie encountered deep in the woods. She was a witch and well versed in cold sorceries. It is said that the doll that houses Ronnie's soul was modeled after her. That old witch was Ronnie's secret mentor. And the hat description's slightly different here. Witch's pointed hat, frigid and frozen through. Of a style associated with practitioners of heretical sorcery. Strengthens cold sorcery. Once worn by the snowy crone who the young Ronnie encountered deep in the woods. She was a witch and well-versed in cold sorceries. It is said that the doll that houses Ronnie's soul was modeled after her. That old witch was Ronnie's secret mentor. Okay, I'll try on the set just to see what the drip is like. At the very least, I have to try on the big witch hat. Hell yeah. Big hat Logan, he's great. Big hat Salivus, he's not great. Big hat Ronnie. Oh yeah, baby. That's cute. I like it. Oh, there's no... Just put some shoes on, though. Actually, no, it's nice that it doesn't have shoes. Because I know that there are people who genuinely, like, find shoes and socks, like, really uncomfortable. And, like, just prefer to not wear them, so that's great that that's there. Let me throw on my Lane-Del Knight gear again. There we go. I can even throw on a helmet if I wanted to. But I'm just happy to be able to look at my character's face and her just not look like bacon or anything. Now, this is the helmet that goes with the set. Looks pretty alright. I believe I did alter the Clean Rot Knight helm as well to remove... Yeah, there we go. This one also fits pretty well. The general golden aesthetic. It's got wings as well, which is like kind of part of my VTuber design. It's like the wings. You know, I got the wing pin and all that. Logan wishes his was this big, exactly. A hat measuring contest. Ronnie wins. Alright. Offer love. So yes, we go through here, and this will take us to a familiar location, I believe. A location we've been to before underground. Ainsel River, Maine. Because yeah, we have explored Ainsel River before, and you might remember that we couldn't get to this section here. Or like around here either. So... we did it, we made it here. Well, actually... now, I'm sorry to end on a teaser like this, but... let's sit at the Grace and wrap up here. It's just like looking at the map, I'm like, you know, with how thorough I like to be, I can imagine that it would take a while to explore. So yeah, Ronnie's questline does continue in this area here. And... yeah, we'll get around to doing more underground stuff next time. Pulling out my status screen. Ending stream at level 111. A great level to be at. With a couple of bosses downed, and more progress made in Ronnie's questline. So overall, I'd say it's been a pretty successful stream. And I missed it by a minute, but we did just hit 100 hours on our save file. So that's something. Anyway, let's head over here. Get stream all wrapped up. Overall, I had a good time. Let me actually check my Steam achievements, see if I got any for this play session. I got 2! I got defeated Regal Ancestor Spirit and also defeated Mimic Tier. Well, look at me. Look at me speeding through the game. I say with 100 hours in and like... we're making slow but steady progress. Thank you for the patties, Blair. And thank you for being here, everyone. Yeah, let's get stream all wrapped up now. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming by to stream. Hope you all had a lovely time with some more Lumi Elden Ringing. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Like, Nokron was cool. I think we have a little bit more of Nokron to do next time. There's that area with the jellyfish that you have to drop down from that apparently leads to like another section, but we also need to go to the Carrion Study Hall and do all the stuff there. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Thank you so very much for the stream, Lumi. Yeah! Thank you for being here, Marky, and for raiding in. Thank you for being here as well, Looney Ravenwitch. Thank you for stream, Lumi. Take care, cool night, lady. I will. Sorry, I'm just looking at my checklist here. I don't think I've permanently missed anything, but it does say, like, when you rest at the Grace at Ainsel River, Maine, there's an option to talk to Ronnie, apparently. So we'll have to do that next time. I didn't see it because I just sat down at the Grace and I'm like, I'm too tired. Let's just get things wrapped up. So yeah, we'll be able to do that next time. Thank you for stream. Thank you for being here, Blair. It's always lovely to have you around. I want to thank every single person who came by to stream, but you're gonna have to give me a moment because firstly, I gotta promote my socials and my Discord server. You know where to find me off stream. I do post my stream schedule weekly on both Blue Sky and Discord. And I do upload these VODs onto YouTube, so hi YouTube if you're watching. Alright. Yes, let me try and thank everyone who came out to stream. I'll go over what we're doing for the rest of the week, and then we'll find someone to read off into. So let me scroll all the way up here and just start with some pretty obvious thank yous. Thank you so much for the offline follows, first and foremost. Thank you so much for being here, Moon. Thank you so much for being here and for rating in Lanzy22. Thank you so much for being here, Blair and Violet. Thank you so much for being here, 2 peas in a pot, or 2 peas in a pot. Thanks for being here, Kaz. Thank you so much for being here, Marky, and thank you so much for the raid again. Thank you so much for being here, Royal Bunny, and thank you for the raid. Thank you for being here as well, Sharks Are Tasty, and Franium Dude, and Looney Ravenwitch, and Kaz. And I gotta keep scrolling, V. Thanks for stopping by, and RPG Julie. Both names rhyme. Gotta keep scrolling. So many names to thank. I think I'm pretty content with all the names that I read already, but I don't want anyone to feel excluded, so I always say, whether you're here for a minute, an hour, the whole stream, you're just lurking and watching the VOD. Hope you had a lovely time, because I did. I cannot believe that we actually only died once in the stream, and can you believe what it was to? That's right, it was to gravity. You know, these difficult bosses, no, they got nothing on me. Probably because I'm quite over-leveled, but that's just because we've been exploring and doing everything. And gravity does always win, it's true. That's true. Alright, yes. So what we're doing for the rest of the week. Tomorrow, at the same time this stream started, we are going to be finishing Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment, which I'm very excited to finish. And if we have extra time in that stream, we will then start the final campaign, which I keep forgetting the name of. It's Shovel Knight King of Cards, right? I'm gonna look that up and correct myself. Shovel Knight King... yeah, King of Cards. It's the King Knight campaign. So yeah, if we have extra time tomorrow, then we can start the King Knight campaign, which will be the final campaign that we actually need to play in the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove collection. Unless we want to play the Shovel Knight Showdown story modes. We'll have to see. King of Cards is right, yes. Thank you, Marky. So yes, Spectre Torment finale tomorrow. And then later in the week on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, sorry. Yes, I'm in Daylight Savings now. We got 2 Elden Ring streams, and then the Flex Slot stream, which is always going to be Monster Hunter Rise with Moon unless something comes up, whether that's technical issues or just like we're both in the mood for something else and we want to play something different on stream. And we're going through Sunbreak at the moment and having a lovely time with it. Alright, let's see, who is live at the moment? See, normally I would rate into like Marky at this hour if he was still streaming, but that is not the case. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, what? Okay, I'm curious about this. Why are there Twitch streams here that are technically live, but the streamer isn't live? That's weird. Does anyone in the technical know-how actually know what that means? Is that related to like the big like server crashes or like issues that people had yesterday with like the, what was it called, the AWS like crasher or whatever? Or no, was it ASW? I don't know. Whichever acronym it is, where like everything is just built on the same infrastructure and it just all crashed at once. Because that wasn't fun. It says I did deco material farming on my lunch. That's awesome. I might do a little bit myself off stream. Sorry for being weak, sick, and tired. That is a-okay, Marky. Hey, look at me ending my stream after, you know, a mere 3 hours and 23 minutes. You know, I'm the weak one here, if anything. I don't know if I haven't seen this bug since yesterday. Seems like a very good idea. Great system. Exactly. Yeah, let's just build the entire infrastructure upon like one thing, so if that one thing fails, then the whole thing comes tumbling down. Okay, so hopefully when I end the stream, my stream won't still be live. If it is, then congratulations, we might actually get to that 24-hour stream that Marky talked about. It might even go on longer. We'll have to see. Alright, you can either rate into this stream or this one. I feel like I've rated into you. Yeah, we'll go with this rate. We're gonna rate into Female Clerk A, who at the moment is playing some World of Warcraft. Presumably with viewers and friends. Because her streams are very chill, they're very quiet, they're very community focused. She's got a lot more redeems than I have going on, but typically they're not like super loud or disruptive. She's nice. I like her. And I like everyone for coming along to stream and being so kind and everything. Anyway, that's enough from me. Let's get that raid up and going. Please have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're around the world, everyone. Make sure to stretch and hydrate plenty as I did throughout the stream. take your meds in case you've forgotten. And we like to end our streams with a bit of a moral, so the moral of this stream is that gravity is a pain. And also, if you're a bad person in life, then don't be surprised when people talk shit about you when you die. I am, of course, talking about Celovus from Elden Ring. Don't turn people into dolls unless they want it. That's true. Also, consent is important. That's also a very, very important moral to take away from this stream. Yes, consent is super, super important. Thanks for being here again, Kaz. Alright, I will see you all tomorrow for Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, and that's pretty much everything for me. If there's anything else that I needed to say, then I forgot it, so let's just get this raid up and going, and I will see you all tomorrow for more Shovel Knight, and later in the week for more Elden Ring. Take care of yourselves, everyone. It is raid time, baby. Oh yeah! And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye!